You see, it is already in the news that the much controversial and talked about tax reform bill has finally been passed into law. Just as you can see there, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu finally passed it into law, maybe to take effect from January of 2026. That's the first time we are hearing about 2026 from the mouth of this administration. I thought 2026 is entirely an invisible year and nothing is going to happen. I thought it was all about 2027. But they said the tax reform bill law will take effect from January of 2026. So congratulations on 2026. We finally got one. Meanwhile, I have been a critic of that tax reform bill. Yeah, it's not a hidden secret. But now that it's been passed into law, and I haven't taken time to review what they said is going to be. Sincerely, there are some good part of it. There are part of it that look really, really good, as much as there are other political aspects of it. But the question now is this: is passing a bill the problem in Nigeria? Is passing a law the problem in Nigeria? The answer is no. The problem is in the implementation. No matter how genuine the bill is, the current government, being an illegitimate government and doing things negatively and illegally without the rule of law, will never have what it takes to fully, holistically implement any law. When President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was sworn in, not long when he was sworn in, he announced the local government autonomy. I did a video applauding him, but I also asked, will this be implemented? And it is never implemented till date. So Nigeria is a country where when you hear they've made a law, don't celebrate, because it's a country where they don't implement things. See, implementation is where the whole thing gets really messed up, because when it tends to touch them, they bend it. There is an existing law in Nigeria that to be president of Nigeria, you must get a certain number of states, including the FCT, at least 2/3 of the FCT vote. That is the existing law. But when it gets to their turn, what do? They tell you that was no longer having substance. And became nothing. They bend it. The current president did not get to third of or 25% of the vote in FCT, but is the president. So implementation has been the problem. They don't implement the rules. Sometimes we just want to believe that the laws are actually there. But who is implementing them? Nobody. Unless only when it touches the son of a nobody. So I look at this and I said, this is not progress. Nothing for me as a person to celebrate on this. Because even in Nigeria we are now is having one problem that needs the attention of the entire world. That is the problem of insecurity. The Fulani terrorists have surrounded Nigeria, waiting for an implosion. They are taking Nigeria from the villages. You cannot claim ignorance to this fact. They are taking Nigeria from the villages, bit by bit, and the presidency, the government, both at the federal and state level, has played ignorance against this. And we are talking about, see, whatever you're doing within the government in the midst of insecurity is rubbish, it's nonsense. It's not going to work. You are passing law when the people might not even be alive to witness whatever you are doing. No, now. So in a nutshell, if the government cannot fix insecurity in Nigeria, there's nothing else they will do that I will acknowledge or that will make any sense. So they had better just focus on fixing the insecurity at the national and state level. Very, very important. Otherwise, the other day I saw the president implement, what did he do? Commissioning agricultural products in Abuja, tractors and thereabout. Which farm can Nigerians successfully go to farm now? We can't go to farm anymore. And Nigerians are ignorantly not even aware of the consequence of that in the days coming, in the days ahead. There will be famine in this country if this continues. People can no longer farm. How will they eat? I don't get it. So please, the government should be focused. See, the primary responsibility of any responsible government is the protection of life and properties of the citizens. Is the Nigerian government doing that? The answer is no. The APC government, led government, is failing on all fronts in regards to that number one responsibility of it. And we are talking about other nonsense. There are things you must do before you begin to. See, you must lay foundation. Give a solid building before you begin to decorate. But this government is starting by decoration. They are decorating a structure that have no leg, that is hanging in the air. Nigeria is a government, is a nation currently hanging in the air. Insecurity is taking it. So anything you do to me is just a waste of effort, time, and resources. Insecurity, you must fix it. You must give us road. You must give us electricity. Let the people be employed first. Let the people be able to give themselves employment by farming or any other area before you begin to talk about taxation. We are coming with tax, everything about tax. That's where this administration is a specialist. Nigerians, remember, if insecurity is not tackled, every other thing is just a mere jamboree. We are joking. See you guys in my next video.